Kieran Woolguy here with Boxing Bants, and this is the first. I don't know who this is. Never interviewed this fella before in my life. Declan Geraghty, Deco, a win of a first round stoppage win, and potentially your last ever stoppage win. After what happened with the own fight a few weeks ago, coming into this, where you kind of, I'd say, like unmotivated, thinking of your way out of the sport now.
Yeah, after the own fight, I haven't actually been in the gym. I think I went twice, to be honest with you, in the 3 weeks nearly. So 2.5, 3 weeks. I've been there twice. I was actually surprised it was so light, to be honest with you, because I didn't actually put weight on. I'm very surprised, because I wouldn't have making weight for this fight either way. It was just that's the way it was. And yeah, I think we've talked about it. After the own fight, it was potentially I was going to see what was given to me, and if the risk was worth the reward. But now I'm looking back and saying, there's no one really there. Like we offered Dylan the fight, and Dylan obviously wanted to go next year on one of his shows. The reason why I don't think I'm gonna stick around now is because of either fighting shows and this. And in fairness, I got a great buzz looking around and seeing the atmosphere was absolutely brilliant. It was. So I really felt like fucking couldn't believe it, because everyone's on top of it. It was really good. I just kind of enjoyed it. It took me time going out because I wanted to enjoy as much as possible, because I knew it was kind of the last one. Or it is the last one, but I can fight in shows like this, and you're fighting journeymen, and I don't want to be bringing. I'm not a build up. You don't need to build me up, so I don't. It's like the younger lads like Glenn and Oisin and all need to be built up and do the fights, but they need to take. So I wouldn't be having them fights, and then you have to look at the likes of who's really around me way. You might have a few like Sennon's a friend of mine, Jake's a friend of mine. Like, in fairness, everyone in the Irish circle, even I own a class as a pal now. Everyone in the boxing circle, a lot of people you know, but not only that, it's like. These are all kind of younger than me, or younger and hungry lads, and I get nothing out of beating any of these lads. There's never going to do anything for me. And if you potentially lost, which I wouldn't believe I'd lose, but if you potentially lost, I'd be embarrassed myself of who I was and who I have been and what I can do, and to lose to someone like this. So, and then who else is there really? Like, people are saying about me and Dylan. I'd be happy to fight Dylan, but Dylan only wants to fight in Waterford. The only reason if I was to fight ever again, I'd fight in a headliner show in the stadium against Dylan. That is probably the only one I would do. Besides that, from now on, I'm retired. I'm not here. I don't need to go over to England or fight on the zone or anything to get money. I'm comfortable the way I am at the moment. I'm working. I'm full time working, so I don't really need anything else. Boxing is gonna hobby, and if it's a hobby, it has to make sense to do it, because I'm doing it just for the fun of it.
And like, I think obviously at your age now, which is very evident, where the Owen fight, because it was an Irish title and it was a Belfast, you could see you were kind of up for it. You got in great shape for it, and then obviously this fight, you like you said, you didn't really train for it. So unless it's really something that gets you kind of up for it, it's not really worth it for you at your age now.
Yeah, like even what I was saying about the Dylan fight, like Dylan doesn't do nothing for me. It was just like a bit of shy talking he did, kind of annoyed me. I was like, I'll settle this, and then I'll settle this with him. But then I was like, he didn't want to fight up in Donegal, and I was like, even Dylan has a good profile, but boxing circle is nowhere near as big as me, and I don't think anyone in who to me who's as good as me. I would say Paddy Dunn is as good as me. Kieran Malloy is good. Two young lads who've done great, but they're kids to me. They do nothing for me. Like, I'm beating someone who's a very good boxer, who probably on the same kind of pair I was as an amateur, up there at the high level of it. But they're kids to me. They're kids towards me, even though they're not kids. But they don't do nothing for me. To beat them, it doesn't do nothing for me. So there's no point in fighting them. Even Dylan, like I said, I've no interest. The reason why I would have fought Dylan was because he has a bit of a profile on Instagram, and then the shit talking he did do. But like I said, he doesn't want to come down. He doesn't want to come down to the stadium. So there's nothing really else to do. Like, if I really wanted to stick around, I could go down to 140 and fight. But like I said, I'm doing this more in a hobby than anything else. I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm really like, even now, like when I was like I came in here on my actually own. Phil followed me down, and even in the change room, everyone just like, I'm an old dog there, you know. Everyone knows me, everybody knows me, and I think my name has always been respected in the boxing circle, and I'll always be. So there's no point of doing any kind of damage to that name.
The fight itself, were you just looking to end them early?
Sorry.
Sorry. For you, like going into this, like from the conversation I had with you, this one really was the last one. Really, like,
Yeah.
like if you don't have a fight before the end of the year, you're retired. Like,
Yeah, but I don't think I will fight at all. If it's not the end of the year or not, I think personally now I'm just done with it now.
so was that at the end when you won and you've only got the first round stoppage and you knew the fight was over? But was it kind of like this is it now? Like this is the end? Like,
No, it was before I was actually walking out. It was this, you know what I mean? I was kind of gave my dad a text and let him know that this was the end of it, and that's why I took the time in the ring walk so long, just to embrace it and just to take it all in, and just knew there and then this was the end of it. It was just a relief to get him out the first round after the 3 weeks of partying. Kieran doesn't want to say that though. He's been out 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks of partying. I've been in the gym twice. That's what the truth is.
you'd be a good journeyman then.
For all boxers, don't do anything what I do. Do not look at me and say this is the way to do the opposite of what I'm doing.
Well, look, obviously, I've known you since probably this time 6 years ago, in 2017. That's when I first met you, and it was around 2018. Well, like, you really came up with the idea of starting boxing Bants, and for people who don't realise, it was actually you that came up with the name. Yeah,
Kieran's the face of it.
but like, I probably wouldn't be interviewing you now. I probably wouldn't be doing the channel if we didn't enter it together, and you kind of opened the door for me to get with certain boxers, and yeah, it's so it's the end of an era. Yeah. So yeah, I want to say thank you for everything that you've helped me with over the last few years, and it's been great. It's been great being your friend, obviously.
Thanks very much, Kieran. Appreciate it. Do you want a hug and a kiss?
Yeah. I had to put that in, you know. So anyway, look, Declan, thanks very much for your time, and that might be the last one.
That's it. Done and dusted now.